Hello, class of 2020, parents, teachers, counselors, administrators. Welcome to first ever online graduation ceremony of Harmony. I'm Gultekin Kaya. I'm the area superintendent for the Austin Harmony Public Schools. I would like to take this opportunity, first of all, to thank you graduates for all of your hard work and dedication. You have come through many obstacles and challenges through elementary, middle school, high school, took many courses, many assignments, and passing, failing, a lot of challenges you went through. And congratulations, you made it. You finished your high school and now you're into college. College is another big important part of your life. Now it's time for you to shape your career. And make sure, please, you work hard, believe in yourself, and do your assignments and homework, and finish your college on time. As much as getting into college, you also have to spend much more time to finish it up on time. For the workforce, we need you in the future as an educator, which I would be glad to hire you as well. And an engineer, doctor, nurses, anything you wish you would like to work for. Believe in yourself, you could do it, and we need you. This COVID-19 pandemic has taught us many things. As you know, from face-to-face learning, we immediately went into online learning and teaching, and it was really challenging for you, for your parents, for us, educators. It was a very challenging task that we have to overcome with. We had to brainstorm, come up with many ideas as to how effectively, efficiently we could still provide education that all of our kids need. And we are still working towards this actually throughout the summertime to make sure how can we also do this education next school year with the safety being number one measures. So as our future generations, you're seeing this technology, many other innovative things that help us build many things. And then you will be part of this. You're going to learn many new ways, innovative ideas to shape our future. And I want to wish you success for that. And I believe in you, I trust you, and you made us proud today, and you will make us proud always. I'm sure of that. And I want to also take this opportunity to thank your parents for your time, for your dedication, and you have been there when we needed you. You drove your kids to school back and forth every day, and without your commitment, engagement, your support, we couldn't do what we are doing today. Thank you. Last but not least, definitely your teachers, counselors, administrative team, they have worked so hard so far to make sure all of you are getting the best education possible. And thank you for their time and dedication as well. We want to keep in touch. It's hard to say farewell. As a Harmony, we love to get in touch, be in communication with you. We have several programs. Even when you get into college, we provide internship and grow your own teacher programs that could engage you with us and our schools. Learn more about those programs. Talk to your counselors. Even you graduate from us, we still love to help you. We want to make sure your transition from high school to higher education is smooth. And then if you have any questions, when you visit the campus, registration, application, many things you may encounter during this summertime, we want to be there for you. Please let us know how we can help that process smoother for you. I want to thank you again, congratulate you, take your time to celebrate, rest. There's another a little bit harder and challenging part of your life waiting in front of you, but you will enjoy it. You will enjoy it. Thank you for your time and have a wonderful graduation ceremony. Thank you.
Omotolani T. Ahmed, Stephanie Alonzo, Madison C. Barlow, Faizan W. Badi, Zohaib H. Badi, Avery M. Blood, Sherelle S. Clifton,
School's over. We made it. But now, it's time for the real adventure to happen.
Hallie B. Conlin, Mohammed I. Daouda, Eric A. Duarte, Tala H. Elzain, Virginia S. Flores Orones Vega, Caesar Jr. Gaitan, Maram J. Hamad, Sarona H. Hamuda, Jedrick E. Hernandez Salazar, Hannah E. Holbrooks, Aaron I. Ilkenhans, Rima M. Jaludi, Maria I. Jimenez Sagreo, Newton Kim, Taha A. Lewis, Diego M. Macias, Caden A. Malone, Yesenia Martinez Oguarte, Arwa M. Mazar, Emma K. Mills, Esra B. Oksuz, Nebras N. Osman, Devin M. Parker, Zuhal Polat, Sakshi Sharma, Ramtin Sheikh Nazari, Isaac W. Solis Davis.
Go.
Graduated. Thanks, Mom, for helping me out. I know it was a lot.
Sayug G. Varghese, Seth A. Cancino, Hassan Ramadan, Youssef M. Hamad.
Greetings, Harmony School of Endeavor, class of 2020. My name is Brandon Garcia. I'm the Central Texas Director of Advocacy and Outreach of the Texas Public Charter Schools Association, and I'm so happy to be with you here today, addressing you. I jumped at the chance. I love being able to engage with young people at these huge moments of their life. Thank you for letting me be part of it, and congratulations. Today is going to be one of the most exciting days of your life, but I also recognize it might be one of the strangest days, or scariest even. The world is a lot different today than it was just even at the start of the school semester, and much different than when I graduated from high school almost 20 years ago. Today we're all facing a major worldwide pandemic, the first one since the First World War over 100 years ago. Our unemployment numbers are reflective of a time long ago in the Great Depression. And the civic unrest that we're seeing today on the streets across multiple major cities in the United States are unlike anything I've ever seen in my lifetime. I recall the '90s riots, the race riots in Los Angeles, in response to the police brutality of Rodney King, but I've never really witnessed anything to this magnitude. So I understand that it might seem a little stormy and choppy right now to be coming of age and to be graduating in an era like this in human history. But know this, that you are not alone in this storm, that there are other generations with you, holding fast on the boat, bracing and waiting to ride the storm out with you. Because that's the very nature of a storm, is that it passes. And the coronavirus will pass, economic prosperity will come back to our country, and there will be peace on our streets again. Hopefully in a way that's much more socially and racially just than they are today, and more in a way that Dr. King recognized when he talked about his dream during the Civil Rights Movement. But until that time, we have a lot of work to do, or you have a lot of work to do. Now is your moment in history to write your story about what your kids will read about, what your grandkids, what you're going to tell them, about how you responded to this moment in history during the crisis that's happening now. So it's a very exciting time, but it's a very scary time too. So now is the moment to be courageous. I want to speak to you today a little bit about courage. Courage is a very interesting virtue. It's a very ironic virtue because you actually have to be afraid first before you can be courageous. Courage doesn't exist without fear. And another thing about courage is that you can't just study it or talk about it or see it on TV and you get it, you possess it. You actually have to practice it. You actually have to have a moment come across where you're afraid. You have to jump through that moment and face your fear, and then that's how you become courageous. Now, when times are really good and there's nothing to be scared of, those moments are far and few in between. And a lot of us pass those moments up. We don't recognize them, or we're too scared, we hang back. It just doesn't happen, right? But in moments or in times where things are really tough and hard, like today's crisis, everything that's going on around you, there are tons of moments, there are tons of opportunities to practice courage. And just think about this, in a moment where the world is on top of its head, everyone's scrambling around, figuring out what to do, everyone's scared. Now is your moment to be courageous. Or in a time where we are seeing and hearing about racial injustice on every street corner in America and police brutality, now is your moment to speak up. Or in a time where we're disputing facts and nobody knows even what to believe anymore, now is your moment to pursue the truth. And in a time where people are shouting at each other and living in extreme ends of the spectrum, now is your moment to bring peace. Now is your moment to find the middle ground. Because if you can do that, then you get beyond courage. You start practicing what the ancients called the virtues, and there's 4 of them: justice, wisdom, temperance, and courage, right? We talked about courage. Courage being when everyone else is afraid to step forward and hanging back, you jump in, right? We talked about wisdom. When everyone is arguing about facts, not being afraid to continue to pursue knowledge, to learn more about yourself, learn more about the world, and how to make it a better place. We talked about justice, right? Knowing what is right, seeing what's wrong around you, and then standing up and saying no, or standing up and standing up to the bully, right? And we talked about temperance, right? Not living in the extremes in any sense, but being committed to the middle road, to moderation, to bringing back civic discord, civilized discord to our communities, and being the peacemakers. Because if you can do all those things, then when this storm will pass and the sun rises again, the sun will shine that much brighter for everyone around you because of you. And the world will recognize your generation as the next greatest generation. Class of 2020, I am so proud of you. I cannot wait to see what you build, what kind of world you build. Know that we are with you, other generations are with you during this time, and that's very soon the sun will shine on all of our faces again. Know that the world is a good place, and it is better because you are in it. I can't wait to see the kind of world you will build us. So, once again, class of 2020, congratulations, and God bless.
Dear graduates, parents, staff, and Harmony Endeavor community, I would like to welcome you to this virtual ceremony to confer high school diplomas. While we cannot gather physically today, we thankfully have technology that made difference when called upon. This is the beauty of American minds, to be innovative in every circumstance and to deliver when it truly matters. Innovative minds that we're also celebrating today, we honor you, the class of 2020, as you graduate and pursue your life pathways. We saw most of you come into high school as teenagers with sense of urgency to grow up and move on to the next stage of your life, but most without any idea of exactly where you want to go. Now, 4 years later, I see young men and women ready for their next stage of life. I see eager young adults who are beginning a journey to become the best versions of themselves. We now expect you to emulate the great men and women of this country and follow in their footsteps by studying their early lives, dreams, and aspirations and making a path for yourself. Today is your big day, that it marks the beginning of the rest of your adult lives. Although your future is full of great possibilities and opportunities, intimidating risks and unknown dilemmas will also be part of your story. Life, as you know, can sometimes be unpredictable and frightening at times. The current pandemic will remind you that indeed everything is uncertain. Rejoice, however, in the knowledge that you have gathered in the past 4 years. You all are now ready to emerge to the world to take challenges as able young men and women. You will all proceed to the universities and colleges all around America to embark on yet another stage of your academic lives with the hope of completing and accepting meaningful work. Let me tell you, it will never be easy. The past 4 years may have been difficult or challenging at times, but more lies ahead in your lives, for you are only the beginning journey of 1,000 steps. Whatever awaits you, be assured that you have been equipped to deal with it, and you will emerge victorious, just as you're doing right now in receiving your diplomas, and just as you're doing right now, living through this uncertainty of this pandemic. When I was a kid, my father told me to be patient in everything in my life. As I speak to you, I echo his words in the hope that you will also be patient in everything you do. Rome was not built in one day, neither was America. Good things take time to form, just as diamonds pass through the fire to become the gems that they are. After today, each of you will walk different paths of life. You'll be separated physically from your friends based on the colleges you attend, careers you choose, and decisions you make as you become young adults. The times that lie ahead will define your life in profound ways. This is the nature of life, that unto each person is a hidden path. Therefore, I ask you to trust in the process and keep faith in the development you have had so far. Remember that high school is just the first leap towards a broader life. To succeed, you have to show courage and perseverance. We have all seen that coronavirus disrupted many lives globally, and all of us have been affected in many ways. This is to show that we cannot predict or avoid some obstacles in life, but can choose to be proactive with our actions. This discipline that has preserved you to this point will also be vital in keeping you focused beyond temporary distractions in life. Just as America and the world will emerge stronger after this pandemic, you'll be required to pick yourself up when you get down or experience setbacks. It will be upon you to motivate yourselves and keep pushing forward. Most importantly, since you'll be living in society, you must be socially and emotionally responsible and act in the best interest of your communities and the country. Therefore, be a role model to your younger friends and society at large. As the principal, I will continue to pray that this class of 2020 finds the best lives out there and the served community within the values and the principles gathered in the last 4 years of high school. All said, thank you all for being part of this school. Today, forget about the anxieties of the present as well as the future and seize this day in celebration. You have all earned it. It is time to celebrate the memories and the conclusion of this phase of your life. Congratulations, graduates, and God bless you all.